A Girl Who Waited, Chapter 11. The Rise of Niyati. 2 years had passed since Niyati had topped her MBA. Time had quietly flowed by, carrying with a consistence countless days of learning, struggle, and growth. The girl who had once struggled with heartbreak, responsibility, and business mistakes had now transformed into a powerhouse of determination and vision. She was no longer the fragile daughter or the dreamer who doubted her over her own worth, but a woman who had discovered her near strength, almost strength, slow, sincerely. She turned her father's struggling business into a thriving company. What had once been a small firm with merely 20 employees had now grown into an organization employing over 300 people. The journey was not easy. There were sleepless nights, failed deals, and moments of self doubt. Yet Niyati never gave up. She held on to her father's dream, breathed life into it with her relentless hard work, and stepped it into something bigger though than anyone had imagined. Niyati was at the helm, the boss, yet she carried herself with humility, kindness, and the warmth that made her beloved by everyone in the company. Every morning she arrived in the office early, long before the rest of the staff. She greeted her watchman with a cheerful smile, good morning, and shared a smile with the cleaners sweeping the floor. To her, everyone mattered. These little rituals was not a trivial confession but a genuine way of connecting with people. Small gestures like these seemed ordinary to outsiders, but to Niyati they were essential. She believed her respect and care, no matter how small, could change a person's day and inspire loyalty. Her philosophy of leadership was rooted in humanity, and that made her stand apart. Employees adored her not just for the success, but for the way she treated everyone as family. They felt seen, valued, and motivated. And this bond created a culture of trust and no money could buy. Com- Competitors had begun to take notice in a city as ruthless as Mumbai, where every business move could make or break a company. Niyati's name became synonymous with strength, fairness, and innovation. Her fresh ideas, sharp instincts, and refusal to compromise on ethics earned her respect more among rivals. Many tried to undermine her, spreading rumors of attempting to sabotage deals, but she never faltered. Instead of answering or reacting with bitterness, she chose to respond with focus and excellence. She worked harder, stayed disciplined, and ensured her team always felt valued and supported. Every challenge only sharpened her resolve and strengthened her faith her employees had in her. Yet, despite her success, Niyati never let her achievements harden her heart. Each evening, after the office had emptied and the city's chaos echoed in the distance, she would take her way to the temple. There, almost, she would spend a lot of time. There, amidst the flickering temple, the rhythmic chants, and the soft scent of incenses, she found a quiet space of comfort to reflect. For her, this was not just a religious act, but to realize an intimate conversation with her soul. Deep inside, she whispered her prayers, not just for guidance or strength, but for healing, for the fragments of her heart that had once broken, for the love she had quietly tucked away, and for the courage to keep moving forward with dignity. The temple visits became a ritual, a sacred place, a pause amidst the whirlwind of meetings, deadlines, and strangers. Niyati knew that while she had built empires in the world outside, her inner world still needed care and affection. She prayed to hide it from others. She prayed to mend the broken pieces of her heart, to find peace, and to continue being the woman who could always face any problem, any storm with grace and strength. In those moments of silence, she reminded herself that success without peace was incomplete, and that the leadership was not only about profit but also about purpose. Niyati's journey was no longer just about surviving, it was about thriving in a business, in responsibility, and within herself. She had become more than just that pampered girl of a small family. She was now a symbol of courage, diligence, and compassion. Every person who connected her, every person who crossed her path, no matter from employee to competitors, could feel her strength, her kindness, and the quiet fire that drove her. She carried her across the past. She carried her scars of the past not as burden but as badge of wisdom, learning, teaching her to remain grounded no matter how high she had climbed. As soon as the city lights flickered across the streets of Mumbai, painting the skyline with dreams and possibilities, Niyati stood tall, a leader, a daughter, a sister, and a woman and a woman, slowly piecing herself together the fragments of her heart, one prayer, one effort, and one compassionate gesture at a time. If you like this story, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. If you want your story to be heard in our voice, please do share your story in the comment box. Thank you.